Alright, I saw this video of this migrant boat that capsized or broke to bits off the coast of Italy. Um, so I'm gonna pop in the video and then I'll ramble about it.
This wreckage strewn on an Italian beach is all that remains of the wooden sailboat that about 170 migrants hoped would be their way to a better life. It crashed against the rocks early Sunday morning, killing dozens, including children.
È una giornata di lutto per la Calabria.
It is a day of grief for Calabria, the governor says.
A day of grief, the governor says. Why? These migrants chose to take the journey, but that's how politicians operate. Get those emotions going. Get people all emotional.
The boat left from the port of Izmir in Turkey and was last spotted about 74 kilometers from the coast of Stecata di Cutro in southern Italy.
Alright, quick question. Why didn't they just go to Greece? Greece and Italy, they're both part of the EU. They would have got the same stuff.
Many on board came from Afghanistan and Pakistan, desperate enough to follow the dangerous and well-worn route across the Mediterranean.
When we rescue them, they tell us all their stories, and a recurrent theme is I knew I can die by taking the sea, but I don't care because dying is better than staying.
Dying is better than staying. But wait, they're not staying in Afghanistan or Pakistan. They're in Turkey. Turkey's a stable country, more or less. I mean, yeah, I've heard rumors that a lot of the Turkish people, they don't like all these immigrants. And I can't fault the Turkish people for that. I've heard rumors of Turkish people being all angry and stuff because these immigrants are taking their jobs. Yeah, I could see that. Immigrants need jobs. My point on this segment, Turkey's better than Afghanistan and Pakistan. Why are these people risking their life to get to the EU? And again, I don't know if this is 100% true, so I'm just going to label it as a rumor. Rumor goes, migrants such as these, illegal migrants, they get all kinds of perks, which is why the third world is trying to pour into the EU. Again, disclaimer, that's a rumor I heard.
Already this year, more than 200 migrants have died or are missing after attempting to cross the Mediterranean Sea into Europe. Italy is a main landing point.
We feel powerless, first of all, and very touched.
Italian police say one survivor of this latest shipwreck was arrested on migrant trafficking charges. In a tweet, the president of the European Union, Ursula von der Leyen, said the resulting loss of life of innocent migrants is a tragedy.
They're very saddened but they're totally responsible for that. If there were avenues for legal mobility.
Yes, there are avenues for legal mobility. Immigrate the proper way, the legal way. Don't try to enter illegally. I don't think there should be even legal immigration into Europe because you're destroying the native population. However, the powers that be, the oligarchy, they don't care about that. They care about cheap labor, so these migrants, they're cheap labor. Like in the States, they have illegal immigrants. So Europe has illegal immigrants too. North Africa, and now all these refugees, illegal immigrants from Afghanistan and Pakistan. You know, Afghanistan, we spent 20 years in there trying to build it up, stabilize it, and then what happens? It all falls apart in an instant, basically. It's almost like it's by design, because now you have all these refugees from Afghanistan. Now, a quick circle back to Libya, North Africa. I'm not exactly sure 100%, so I could be wrong, but if I remember correct, Muammar Gaddafi said something to the effect of, if Libya was to fall, Europe would be flooded with an unending tide of immigration. The EU sector of oligarchs were probably jumping for joy. Cheap labor, more bank accounts, more interest, more money, more control, and to top it all off, more diversity, or division. Because you know, as the saying goes, divide and conquer. When I first saw this video, I couldn't figure out why they would take a boat from Turkey to Italy. I even said that in the beginning of the video. But then I realized, wait for it,
But Italy's prime minister instead wants to prevent migrant departures in the first place, calling on their countries of origin and departure to help.
so if I'm not mistaken, the whole getting the nations that they're departing from to help, didn't Trump have that stay in Mexico policy? Isn't that something similar to what she's doing? It's really weird. She's the first female prime minister of Italy. You would think the left would be jumping for joy. Yay! Yay, VJ power! But instead they were booing her because she said something to the effect of uncontrolled immigration is bad. So in closing, this may seem hard to believe, but I actually do feel bad for those people who lost their lives. Why? Because they're just tools for the oligarchy. Cheap labor, money, bank accounts, interest, etc., and division through quote-unquote diversity. And to top it all off, the reason why they didn't go to Greece, because if they go to Italy, there's a chance they'll make the Italian prime minister look bad. Again, it's almost like it's by design. Well, that's it for my little ramble. I may have gone down the rat hole a little bit, but that's what it is. Alright, take care.